Good evening, Westeros, and welcome to a very, very special one-night occasion. We're here at King's Landing in the Dragon Pit for our TourneyMania, and with me today I have a wonderful co-host, the Killer GM himself, Daemon Targaryen, Matt, other names that he goes by.
So many names. A
So
man
many.
has many names.
A man has many.
And boy, howdy, do we have a show for you folks here tonight. It is when I saw this card, I just about lost it because there is so much happening down here in King's Landing. It is going to be a massive event. We start off with a grudge match of Desmara Red Wine versus Son of Mormont. And it just gets crazier from there, culminating finally in a massive match for the realm. Uh, Susie, do we have the card on hand so we
We
can start
sure
walking
do.
people through?
So everything is at stake tonight. The realm itself is on the line. But first up, as Matt said, we have Brains versus Brawn. We have Desmara versus Sana. Now, this is going to be a very interesting match. But Desmara is not particularly a large woman. Sana has
No,
been
no.
described as the bear.
Yeah, Son of the Bear definitely brings a lot of power into this game
Mm-hmm.
versus Desmara, who's known more for her craftiness in the ring. So we'll see how the matchup ends up going. I'm thinking that
Absolutely.
Sana's gonna have that use that size advantage and just absolutely crush Desmara, making sure she doesn't get a chance to go off the ropes and get into
Absolutely.
some trouble.
And that's just to wet your whistle for tonight, folks, because up next we have, let me get that ready for you folks, we have the Scorpions of Dawn, Prince Marin Martell and Horatio Ironwood versus the Shield, Briar of House Greenmont and Alfred Flowers.
This one's been a bit in the making here after the ambush by the Scorpions of Dorne against the Shield a few weeks back.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, howdy, are they gunning for some vengeance, some chance to get the Scorpions in the ring and show them what they're really about.
I feel like this one's going to be brutal. It's going to be nasty. There's a lot of bad blood between these lot. Speaking of bad blood, our next match is Miria Greenmont versus Daenerys Targaryen.
Wow, and this one is it isn't for a title, but it is. The title being the Queen of Dorne. Daenerys holds on to that currently with some serious pride, but the Vulture Queen Miria is absolutely gunning to claim that position and raise her own stock here in the company.
And Miria is real hungry for the title of Queen of Dawn. So we'll see how that one plays out. Again, it's going to be nasty, folks. Next up, we have a triple threat of Alistair Oakheart, Gorman Peake, and Oliver Ironwood.
This one is just absolutely going to be a crowd pleaser. You can tell because Alistair Oakheart been mouthing off a lot against Oliver in the ring the past few weeks, and now he finally gets him in the ring, not only by himself, but with his tag team partner, Gorman Peak. It's a triple threat, but you might as well call it a handicap match here, people. You can't write this stuff.
You can't. And I do semi-worry for Alistair's safety in this match, but hey, he'll get what's coming to him. Next up, we have the wonderful Marcia Greenmont, otherwise known as Blood Witch, versus Mara Oakheart.
This one's a family matter here, Mara being Marcia's stepdaughter, but after a terrible, terrible falling out here recently, it's turned real ugly real fast, and Marcia is looking to get her vengeance on Mara for the slights that she's pulled here recently.
And finally, our main event for the belt for the realm is the Hammer and Anvil versus the Blackfyre Bad Boys.
This is a rematch here from one of our previous pay-per-views, and the Targaryen boys definitely are looking to hold on to the realm nice and tight, but the Blackfyre boys might have a scheme to put things back in their favor. We're going to see what they can show us tonight.
Absolutely. And as you can see, there are a couple of double matches today. So we'll see how our contenders deal with that. If they've got the guts, if they've got the stamina, if they've got what it takes to make it to that final round.
Mental fortitude to work a couple times in one night, and if they can do it, then they are certainly deserving of a championship here.
All right, well, All things said, let's get this show on the road, friends.
Let's get rolling.
Here we go. So, Matt, what in this first match, Sana versus Desmera, what are you expecting to see here?
I'm expecting a lot of offense from Sana's part. She is just absolutely relentless when she's got the momentum in her favor. I'm expecting Desmera to try and blunt that early on. See if she can maybe take this down to the mat. If she can't do that, she's going to be in a lot of trouble here because Sana's just a beast. I mean, what else can we really say here?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Sana has definitely got the height and the weight advantage. You know, she's got that overwhelming force. For her to win here, I just see her dominating, right? Just smothering her, constant pressure, tons of strikes, getting in there, trying to counter that technical nature from Desmera.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a battle of two different styles here. We're going to see who really plays out in the end. And I'm really interested to see how these two mesh and what they each bring to the table here. Whether it's going to end up with Sana laying Desmera bare in the mat, or whether Sana's going to feel that red wine crush coming off the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in either positions, honestly. Both contenders are incredibly scary in their own rights.
Yeah, they definitely both bring stuff to the table and have a history of some strong victories coming across. And so this is going to be a very interesting clash.
Absolutely. All right.
I think our competitors are ready to come out. Let's go to the entrances. It looks like we've got Desmera coming out first.
She's looking good. She's looking strong. She's confident. Look at that pep in her step.
Yep, she's definitely got a bit of swagger to her tonight. Thinking she might have this one in the bag.
Yeah, she's definitely a lot more confident than I would be walking out against Sana. I'll give her that.
Yeah, that's definitely not a position you want to be in, let me tell you.
All right, so Desmera Redwine, for those not in the know, the now ex-Lord of Whispers at Highgarden. She has had a rough couple of months, so let's see if she's going to take that frustration out on Sana in the ring today.
After getting expelled out of the Tyrell stable, it's been some hard going. Maybe she can regain some of that lost glory by taking things out on the bear.
Oh, and we have our first crash of the night, friends. Just bear with me 1 second while we get that up and going. In the meantime,
A little bit of technical difficulty coming through. Just bear with us here. Our camera people are working to get the event back online for us. We might have to get a counter going for this, depending on how we go, just because WWE 2k20, for those not in the know, is, well, to be frank, infamous for its bugs.
It is. We love it, but not the most stable, let's be honest.
Yeah, it definitely takes some things, so.
Well, I just want to say a big shout out and a welcome out of character here to everybody for joining us tonight. Huge shout out to Charlie for doing this video for us today.
It's going to be really helpful. Thank you, Charlie.
Yes, thank you so much. While I just get this back up and running. Bear with us 1 second.
Yep, otherwise, oh my goodness. So, good and set up. Entrance looks phenomenal on things, so that's really good to see.
Thank you. So this is, again, out of character, this is Susie speaking. I spent far too long making these entrances. There's been some real effort going into this stuff.
Apparently, according to Kai, if we don't use entrances on the first match, that will stop that. Interesting.
That's good to know.
Defer to Kai's judgment because I know he runs Grappler's Keep, which I assume also uses 2k20. It's
yes.
A very, very popular virtual wrestling show.
Absolutely. Grappler's Keep, just for our friends here, is a great show. Highly recommend it. But we're coming back on. We're loading back up. We're getting here.
Making our way any way we can.
Okay, so let me just get rid of this real quick. Okay.
Queen of Grappler's Keep, but not Queen of Dorne just yet.
Not Queen of Dawn just yet. Working on it. Okay. The game is loading. We're getting there. Here we are. So what we'll do is we'll skip Desmara's intro. We've seen it. You've seen it. Here comes Sana.
Son of the Bear.
She's really bringing the energy today.
I bet she is. She's definitely a force of nature is the best way I can describe her. It's
Absolutely.
She comes out and the crowd just goes wild.
I think it's not unfair to say she's a crowd favorite. She's really got away with the people.
Absolutely, absolutely. The people do absolutely adore her, and she's able to feed off that energy and make things work for her in her favor in that way.
Absolutely. And Sana previously has had a very strong showing in tourneys, making it consistently to those final rounds, but every time victory is just snatched from her at that last moment. So I wonder if she'll get it today.
She'll go over. I think this one, since it's not a tournament, it's just for bragging rights, I think she's got a bit more of an edge on this. You know, it's one of those things where when it comes down and it's in the clutch, things are on the line.
Mm-hmm.
She's just close, but somebody else is able to dig that edge out. I think this one, we're going to see her just absolutely let loose and just vent on Desmara.
Absolutely.
And here we go. Got the lockup at the start.
And again, Sana using that extreme size difference there to really get an edge on Desmara.
Winning a test of strength. Desmara going in for the lock again, though. Respect for that.
Absolutely. I don't know why it's running so slowly.
Well, sometimes you just got to work up. Sana. What? Desmara going for the lift.
Reversal? Reversal.
Reversal into a flip. 1.
Oh.
And just a 2 count.
A little early there on that pin.
What a vicious kick.
Nasty elbow drop there from Sana.
Yep,
That's
just
gotta hurt.
going to work.
Desmara's going to be really feeling these strikes. I wouldn't be surprised if she isn't stunned already.
There.
Yeah, a nasty backbreaker.
Yeah, Sana just absolutely, as we said earlier, just going to work here, making sure that Desmara just can't get any offense in.
Absolutely. This is what we spoke about earlier. This is the overwhelming force, that constant pressure that she's going for here.
Ooh, standing vertical suplex.
Now, we do know that Desmara is quite a technical wrestler, so I'm hoping that we can see her turn some reversals here and get the upper hand.
We're hoping so, but she's got to start building some momentum up. She's got out of that headlock there.
A nice little knee.
Oh, that kick.
Now the Bear's getting a taste of her own medicine.
Yeah, she brought her down there pretty fast. I'm surprised. Usually Sana's doesn't go down so easily, but apparently Desmara just figured out how to get her in. And they're on the ropes. Can't win when you're that close to the ropes.
Can't pin on the ropes, Sana. You know this. Let's go. All right, we got another lockup. Mm-hmm. Desmara pushing away.
Up. Oh, just right to the knee.
Here we go.
Nice. Swinging neck breaker coming through off the ropes. Just using that momentum to her advantage, trying to build some combinations up against Sana. Is that an octopus? Oh, wow. That is an octopus stretch. You don't see that every day, but Desmara putting it on here for us. Brought down
to the ground, though, by Sana.
Mm-hmm. Hadn't quite worn her down enough yet, but a few more holds like that, and Sana might be looking to tap out.
Yeah, it might not be good for her. Ooh, some nasty elbows on the ground here.
Yeah, well, she's got her in that leg choke. Oh, wow.
It's prime position.
Mm-hmm. What's she looking for next?
She's not. Oh, and we have temporarily lost Matt with a big lag spike here.
Oop.
We got him back. We got him back.
Desmera going to the top rope, trying to look for a red wine crush, maybe?
Maybe she is.
Seems a little early for that. Oh, missile
Oh,
drop kick.
nasty. Nasty kick here. The
And
tide has
Desmera.
really turned here. Desmera was looking rough at the start, but she's really turned it around.
Yeah, she's definitely got some control over this match. Sana trying to get back into this here. Going for a count, maybe hoping to get a quick 3, but no, that's a 1.
No chance.
Yeah, not even close. Ooh, a side check by Desmera there. Looking to build things up. Going in for that octopus stretch again.
She's really giving it Sana. Now, this is something Sana probably doesn't come across too often. She's usually there with the bigger wrestlers.
Yeah, she's usually out trading blows with people. She's not used to getting her limbs mangled and twisted here and there. Fortunately, with those big limbs, that provides some very appetizing targets for Desmera to spread her vine-like hands around.
Yeah, it's
damage.
excellent leverage. But a nice reversal here from Sana. Now Desmera's down on the ground. She's looking a little rough.
Got a little armbar of her own going on here.
Ooh.
So, and she's got some chops to hang in the technical side, too.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
Her in.
Ooh, right on the
Snake
turnbuckle.
eyes.
Ooh. You hate to see it, but you kind of love to see it. Again, too early for that pin. You got to respect that desire to get it done and out of the way early, but still too early here.
Yeah, it's all good and well to be decisive, but you got to make sure that your opponent doesn't have anything left in the tank before you go for it. Desmera going through. Nice German duplex coming off of there.
So again, like we said, Desmera, she's a very technical wrestler. Her moves, everything she pulls off is precise. There's no sloppiness here with Desmera.
Yeah, no, it's very much precision. It's a wonder that, people don't think that she's got those chops, has what it takes to make things happen. But, when she comes into the ring to actually do the work, she gets it done.
Absolutely. I think people really underestimate Desmera, for sure.
And here it comes.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh, vintage Sana with that draping DDT.
And she's just taking a moment here to enjoy the crowd, enjoy that presence that she feeds off so much.
Yep. She's pulling her to the center of the ring. There we go. Remember that.
We're going for that pin.
Earlier. Good ring presence from Sana.
Oh, and she kicks out.
At
Desmera,
one
not so
DDT.
easily defeated.
No, Desmera definitely showing some serious physical. Oh, late bear coming in from out of nowhere.
Follow it up with a pin, two. It ain't it. Desmera's still got juice in the tank. She ain't out yet.
I don't know. Another one of those late bear, and she might be taking a nap here.
Oh, I tell you what, she will be the Lord of Whispers after that kick, because she has no teeth left.
Oh boy, rolls out of the ring for a hot second to get a little bit of a breath, and uses that time to regroup and pull back Sana. Going in, ooh, that neck breaker there.
Ooh.
And Desmera is coming back with a vengeance, maybe getting her bell rung by the late bear, kind of kicked her into another gear.
Now that kick to the nose, Sana's gonna feel that. She's a prideful woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's an insult more than anything.
Yep. There it goes. Power slam.
Ooh. As I said earlier, I would hate to be on the receiving end of one of those.
Yeah. Ooh. When you think about getting lifted, it's definitely not that. Oh, and just those knees to the back. Just smashing in. Oh.
I don't know about you, but if I was in Desmera's position right now, I'd just lie down.
That's kind of what separates us here on the commentary table from the people in the ring.
Absolutely.
They just don't know when to quit. And sometimes it'll pay off, and other times you got to eat that 3 count.
And there she is. She refuses to quit. Desmira will not be beaten so easily, even in the face of such overwhelming force.
You see it on Santa's face. She's like, what do I have to do to put this woman away?
Both of them giving everything right now.
Oh, wow. Line her up.
Knock her down.
What's there? Going for another? Nope, just saying. Hey, let's do another drapey DDT. First was a good one. Second one will be even better, right?
Maybe this one will work, right? She's taking a moment there to catch her breath, take in the atmosphere, admire her handiwork. You can't blame her.
Mara just kind of lying. Let's see what she's got.
2. And that's it,
3.
folks. Santa Mormon is our winner today.
Claiming the victory over Desmara in a well-fought match. Desmara has nothing to be ashamed of there.
Absolutely not. That was an incredible match between the two ladies here. Again, it just goes to show, even though in the end Sana did win, Desmara put up one hell of a fight there. It's not all about size.
Mm-hmm. She was able to work out a couple combinations, get a couple of good grapples in there to kind of maybe work out Sana, try and get her into a submitting position, but just in the end, Sana so powerful, so strong, and just able to put her away with those strong moves.
We really got to hand it to her. We really got to hand it to her.
Oh, absolutely do. Absolutely. We'll see what happens with Sana coming up soon. She's definitely got I think she's got some good things coming her way here in the future.
Absolutely. All right, well, time for everybody to just briefly catch a breath because we are moving on to our next match of the night. Now, this one is going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah, the Scorpions of Dorne, as we said, they have been on a rampage here for the past few weeks, and the Shield been trying to step up, but they've been getting it from all sides, and so now management's finally put them in the ring together, and we're going to see who really has it out.
Absolutely. I think it's really interesting here, too, that both are relatively new teams. Some formed of money, some formed of friendship, but there's strong bonds between the two of them.
Friendship's kind of a strong word. The Shield have kind of come together out of a necessity.
Out of a loyalty and duty, perhaps, some would say.
Yeah, that's really what it is. They have that sense of do-gooding and rightness to them, even if they don't always go about it the same way. But they definitely are united in their hatred of the behavior of the Scorpions over the past while.
Absolutely. And anyone who's been paying attention will know the Scorpions have been up to some shady stuff. So let's see if they get their comeuppance. Mm-hmm. All right, here come the Scorpions of Dawn, Prince Marin Martell and Horatio Ironwood.
Horatio, always the hype man for Marin.
Always, always. Marin got the swagger that only the Prince of Dawn can have as he walks into the ring.
And united in that singular purpose, they are coming down to finish what they have started and hopefully break the Shield, at least hopefully to them.
It makes you wonder, right? If they carry on their domination, just what is next? Do the Hammer and Anvil face a threat from these two?
There is definitely some tag team or some realm title implications here in this matchup, depending on who goes forward. But I'm not certain what the Scorpions' game is here. Otherwise, if it's not that. The Hammer and Anvil have just been so dominant that you can't imagine that they think they've got what it takes to push through. But who knows?
Who knows? Who knows what blind ambition will get you? I mean, Marin Martell is already a prince. Has he got his eyes on a kingdom?
Not just one kingdom, but several, of course.
Absolutely. Here comes the Shield.
Ready. to defend. The Briar and the Archer. This duo, you didn't think were a very likely pair. They were kind of thrown together here by management under circumstance, but they have their effectiveness when you look at it.
Absolutely, and it'd be very interesting to see how they work together. Briar is old stick in the mud, kind of very traditional. You know, he's all about power, he's all about finesse, and Alfred is the young upcomer. He's very excited to be here. You know, he's got that energy, he's got that pep. It's going to just see how they'll play off each other.
Yeah, exactly. They've got a different style to each other, but it's kind of one of those peanut butter and jelly sort of mixes, you know?
Absolutely. We'll see if they make a good sandwich.
Who knows?
All right. It's go time.
And looks like Briar is going to be starting off against Marin Martell.
Marin coming in strong straight away.
Yep, just coming for the lift right at the start. Oh, but Briar reverses. What is that? Something of a DDT setup.
Absolutely. Briar is just going in for that immediate aggression.
Come out strong. There we go. Fisherman suplex.
Whoa.
Coming out there.
You'd have thought maybe there'd be a little hesitation here, seeing as he's literally fighting a prince, but no, Briar does not care. He has no respect. He's going straight in.
Yep. Just a smash mouth style, which is all Briar is all about, and just that headlock in the center of the ring. And Marin Martell is reeling.
Oh, a quick dodge there from Marin Martell, turning the tide on Briar. Oh.
Jumping knee, thinking he might be setting up for like a forget-me-not, but not quite yet. Oh, Marin taking control back. Comes off the ropes into a big boot.
Big boot to the face. First of, not the first big boot that Briar's ever taken. Probably not the last.
Nope, definitely not. As Briar backs up his words, those words get him into trouble more often than not.
They do,
Certainly.
but he's been around for many years now. He knows what he's doing.
And Marin coming in for the tag.
Coming in here with Horatio.
Yeah, between the two, I don't know who's the more vicious, Marin or Horatio.
With Horatio, you really have to be careful. You know, he can't really trust him. There's always something going on there. You know, he's always got something, backup plans. He's got a scheme.
He's a man who wants to enjoy the finer things, but the way he goes about trying to get it, not so great.
Not so great. That's why we love to hate them, right? This is why we love to hate them.
That's true. You gotta love when you see somebody who you ain't think is living well get their comeuppance. And Briar stepping back and giving the tag to the Archer. Alfred.
In comes Alfred. Let's see what he has for Horatio Ironwood.
Lock it up in the corner there. Ref
Surely,
telling him to get out.
Yeah, surely separation's coming up. Here we go.
Yep, break it up. Can't be there for too long. And just right back in.
Yeah, this is a wrestling match, not a cuddling match, boys. Let's get on.
Ooh, a nice powerbomb from Horatio.
Tagging back out. Classic Horatio. He's in the ring for 5 minutes and letting someone else do his dirty work.
Long enough to get his licks in and then just back to it and running back to Marin for help.
Oof.
Yep.
Big impact there. Alfred is taking a minute there on the mat just to collect himself.
Yeah, that's a little bit of suspension. You got the blood rushing to your head. You got to shake out those cobwebs and get back to work. Marin giving him no time, though. Oh, backbreaker.
Scorpions of Dawn are relentless here today. They're just not giving him a break, not letting up.
They are hungry for the victory and just want to absolutely demoralize the Shield.
Absolutely. Constant pressure, constant aggression.
Rolling senton.
In comes Horatio. Alfred with that
Tagging back
tag.
again. Managed to get Briar in. Horatio hesitating for a moment.
That
And we can see
hesitation
why.
cost him. Oh.
Briar wasted no time picking up business here.
Absolutely not. We said it before, we said it again. Briar, not the most respectful of wrestlers. If you're on the ground, he will stomp your face.
Ooh, that run-up kick. Horatio trying to take control back of the match. Setting up for another powerbomb. No, crucifix.
Oh, and Briar is going to feel that in the morning. Oof.
Let me tell you, that canvas, you know, it looks a little soft, but it is definitely not.
Oh, here we go. This is not looking good here for Briar.
Going for the double team, and Alfred is nowhere to be seen. Snapmare into the takedown.
Are we going to see a submission from Briar here?
I can't imagine that. Just off the headlock, should be able to fight out of it. But
he seems to be struggling. He's not making much leeway.
Marin not coming in. Obviously not a blatant chokehold. Otherwise, the ref would be breaking it up.
The Shield are really suffering here.
Oh. That, what's that, an iron claw hold? Almost.
That's the kind of nasty techniques you can expect to see from the Scorpions, especially Marin Martel. He will stop at nothing to achieve what he wants.
Briar just barely managing to get that tag into Alfred again.
Alfred with a double drop kick, knocking Martel back down to the mat.
Ooh, and going to work on that knee. Let's see what he's got, what he's holding on to. Dragon suplex.
Into the ropes.
Gonna go hit another one. Oh, that discus lariat almost.
Almost.
Oh, big boot from Marin, and he just kips right back up.
Well, I'd hope we'd seen the 10. Here, the Shield were gathering some momentum, but it seems that they've been beaten back down into the dirt.
Yeah, the Scorpions just absolutely just not going down at all. But Alfred, ooh, nice.
It's
nice
that hesitation from Horatio. Whenever he steps in, it's costing him.
Exactly, giving it time. And Briar's back up on the apron now, so now Alfred might be able to get a tag if he needs it. But I don't think he's having too much trouble against Horatio.
I think he's working out some issues here for Horatio.
No, Horatio doing a bit of damage to Alfred's old friend Oliver Ironwood back at one of the previous pay-per-views there. Oh, that crucifix drop.
Yeah, as we've mentioned before, there's some bad blood between these parties. Although they're kind of distanced, there's a sort of legacy here between the two of them.
And Horatio, damage done, tagged back into Marin, wants him to finish the job, as always.
And here Marin comes.
Oh, that's almost a spear, kind of like his wife Daenerys' son's spear, but not quite. Just taking Alfred to the center of the ring, looking for the pin at this point. Both teams coming in, trying to get the breakup.
This is going to turn into a brawl. I can feel it. This is getting nasty.
Yeah, it's starting to heat up in there, but looks like Horatio doesn't want any as a team.
No, he's taking a back seat.
Only happy when it's that 2-on-1 tactic you get. Marin still firmly in control of the matchup. Oh! Spoke too soon as Alfred just comes out of nowhere with that flying elbow.
Beautiful flying elbow. Really knocked Marin out there. He's down on the mat, having a little nap.
Oh! And didn't just stomp for good measure on him. What's this? Is Alfred going up to the top rope?
Here it comes.
Giving a big pose.
Here it comes.
With a diving headbutt. Oh, that is not good. You normally don't want to see that happen too often, but apparently Alfred thought the situation was warranted there.
Looks like Marin Martell has booked himself a one-way ticket on the pain train.
And that Hurricane Rana from Alfred, just flawless.
It's a beautiful comeback here from Alfred.
Oh, and that's a guillotine choke. And Marin's there. Is he gonna tap? Are we gonna see?
No,
Alfred?
he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Oh, but Alfred lands on his feet. Might be able to get something back here. Nope.
Oh, big boot.
That Marin. The big boots.
I really think we're seeing Alfred come into his own in this half of the match. He's really bringing the pain.
Another dragon suplex from Alfred. Signature move there. And he's getting the crowd fired up now. And Marin tags in Horatio. Horatio, that split second of hesitation, and Alfred just pays for it with a knee to the gut.
Horatio immediately regretting every life decision that has brought him here today.
Oh, wow, yes. Especially with those vicious stomps. We're going to see some of those nice little arrow kicks from Alfred. Not yet. Another Hurricane Rana coming through.
Alfred is really, really feeding off the crowd here. He's really found a second wind.
Absolutely. And this is a submission hold I don't think I've seen before. It's a fairly unique one. Oh! Maybe not so much a submission hold.
That's just a punishment hold, if you ask me, Matt.
Absolutely, Susie.
He's going in again.
He's going to do it again. Just
His
wrench that arm down.
Taking so much punishment here.
I know. How is he going to be able to lift Alfred or Briar up, much less try and go for a pin?
Interesting comment here I'm seeing from one of our online commentators. Are we sure that this is Alfred? This is uncharacteristic for him.
Alfred's got a lot of pent-up aggression as we've seen before, and the matching drop kicks there. Yeah, Alfred is not a man who is prone to being angry, especially in the ring, but when he gets riled up, and there is something on the line, especially, when it's the honor, the shield, against the ambitions of the Scorpions, he's there where it counts, and definitely he has no love for Horatio Ironwood.
Absolutely. This could be trouble for Alfred.
Marin talking a bit of smack there as they get ready for the double team. Oh! And stands him up. Gets him ready.
Knocks him down. Now Marin's had a time to catch his breath here. Alfred has been non-stop in the ring. This could be bad for him.
Is he setting up for us? Are we going to see a Scorpion Bomb here? Not quite yet. Oh, just the strength of Marin there.
Oh!
Just deadlifting him.
Even after so long in the ring, Marin Martell is able to lift a fully grown man above his head.
Almost could have damn near tossed him out if he wanted to. Oof. And just that pressure down on Alfred's shoulder, just seeing how much punishment he can inflict on him there. Alfred's got to get out of this ring. He's got to escape.
He has got to tag. He has got to tag Briar in. I don't know how much more of this punishment he can take.
Ooh. Was that Powerbomb Scorpion Bomb? Yeah, that must have been the Scorpion Bomb. And Briar breaking up the tag. Or breaking up the pin, I should say.
Marin standing between Alfred and Briar, not letting him get to that tag.
Nope, and he's gonna go for it again.
Here we go again.
Scorpion Bomb.
Alfred's spine must be in pieces after this.
He's gonna need a vacuum cleaner to get them all back together. And he's just waiting. What is he waiting for? Go for the pin, Marin. Win the match.
This isn't about winning. This is about punishment. This is about dominant supremacy. Marin Martell is here to send a message.
He's just just going for that chokehold.
Alfred breaks out of it. Is he going to go for the tag? Briar is right there. No, Alfred goes in.
Locks in his own guillotine. And this time it's Horatio who has to break things up to save the match. Alfred's firing up again. The crowd is with him on this.
They really had the love of the crowd here.
Marin just rolling out, escaping that fate.
Alfred will not let him go, though.
Oh.
Rope break.
Yep, can't do that, Alfred. Gotta pull him to the center of the ring. You want to get a proper submission going. Oh, look at that. He listens. It's magic.
I will give that to Alfred. He's good at taking feedback.
It's true.
He too is just taking a moment here.
It's been a long match, a lot of hard fighting. You gotta wonder how much is left in the tank for these competitors.
Absolutely. And the fact that neither of them are tagging says there's so much more going on here than what we're seeing right now.
And another deadlift from Marin.
Reversed by Alfred.
Into a roll-up.
2. Broken out.
About 2.5 count there, practically. Marin taken by surprise on that.
Now it's Marin's turn for some punishment.
Oof, after all those German suplexes and chokeholds and whatnot. Oh no.
Ooh. Alfred really giving those arms some punishment.
Well, Scorpions had that motto, unbowed, unbent, unbroken, and Alfred's doing his damnedest to see how far that stretches.
Absolutely.
Marin trying to mount a comeback here.
Where do they find the strength, the energy for this?
It's what they train for. It's what they fight for. Find those wells, those reserves deep inside you, and tap in. Look at that victory. Spine buster from Marin here. Ooh. Alfred. Briar is at the edge of the ring.
So we're going to see a pin?
1,
2. Alfred breaks out on the 2 count. How does he have anything left?
Just sheer will at a certain point. Sheer will, a little bit of spite. Can't let these guys win. Oh, right into the turnbuckle.
There's a lot of pride on the line for this match.
Absolutely. Arms stop Alfred from being able to do lifts, from being able to lock in any of those holds. Ooh! Spinning neck breaker from Horatio.
There was no hesitation from Horatio this time entering the ring. He knew what he wanted to do and he did it.
Alfred saying, not today. Did he
Is he
get the
gonna
tag
go
on
for the
Briar?
No, he's going to the top turnbuckle.
He's going up to the top, the absolute madman.
Shaking his head in disbelief at what he's about to do.
Another diving headbutt. Ooh.
Both of them are seeing double.
Do not try that at home, folks. It is not pretty.
No, he's not. Oh, I thought he was going again. But he's just taking a moment there to cheer with the crowd.
Waiting for it.
That's some confidence here. Alfred is really pulling it back. Is he going to tag Briar in? No, he's not.
Just
Horatio crawling away, as he often does.
German suplex.
Marin screaming at Horatio for that tag. Alfred too busy showboating to stop that tag.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic of Alfred. Usually he's a very straight arrow type. Not really a person who's going to be crowing.
I think the bloodlust, the environment, the crowd, they got to him there a moment.
Wow. Yeah, I hate to see it. Aaron is going to repay every slight that Alfred inflicted on him and Horatio there over the last little bit.
This could be trouble for Alfred here.
Potentially, if he can get the tag over to Briar, he might be able to pull this back here. No, he's going for a leg lock. With a leg
Myron Martell is in pain here. He submits!
And he taps. Myron Martell submits. And Alfred pulling it out. Goes to Briar. Nah, don't worry. I got this.
I can't believe what I just saw here. Myron Martell submitting is not something you ever really see.
No, that is what we see. We just saw the Prince of Dorne bow to a knight.
He was bowed, bent, and broken in that moment.
Amazing. And all Horatio could do was just watch.
Look on in horror as these Reacher boys decimated the Prince of Dorne.
And they are just having a justly earned celebration for that victory. That really raises up the name of the Shield and what they can do in this company.
Absolutely. These boys have a bright future ahead of them. All right. Woo, well, what a match. Let's get ready for our next one. Now, this one I feel is going to get nasty. We're going to see some punishing blows here. There's a lot of unspoken tension in the ring today with these two.
Yeah, this one's a match that you didn't expect to see, but now that it's here, it's going to get real vicious real fast.
Absolutely. It makes perfect sense when you think about it. The two of them, two powerful ladies, one married into royalty, the other with her eyes on royalty. It's, as Matt said earlier, there isn't a title on the line, but there is. Unofficially.
Exactly. We're going to find out who the Queen of Dorne is.
Absolutely. Well, let's get ready. It's time for the entrances. First up, we have Miria.
Miria Greenmont. Really making a name for herself here recently. Declaring that she is the Vulture Queen of Dorne.
Absolutely. She's one of the younger contenders that we have in the roster, but she's really starting to make a name for herself. She has a big presence. She's got big goals.
We'll see what those big ambitions translate to tonight as she challenges the current queen.
And anyone who's in the know knows that it's in her blood to challenge authority. Rumored to be the daughter of a traitor to a local stable, she's here to make a name for herself. Maybe follow in her father's footsteps.
She could do that. It's all up to if she's got the wits to make it happen tonight.
Absolutely. That's right. But you can have all the ambition in the world, but if you don't have what it takes to back it up, then
I don't know. I've got a feeling Miria's got some stuff to show us tonight here, and we're going to see some real magic.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She's definitely got a presence.
Absolutely. She's got a certain magnetism that I think people have really been attracted to, and we're going to see just what that translates to in the ring for her.
Absolutely.
Here comes Queen. Oh, crash two. Take the counter
Crash
up, folks.
2. Okay. Bear with me 1 second while I just get that reloaded, friends.
Oh, wow.
But we've seen some gnarly matches so far. That was brutal between the Shield and the Scorpions of Dawn. That was nasty.
That was, as we say in the business, an absolute barn burner.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not know Alfred had that sort of fight in him.
Who knew? Who knew that Alfred had that in him? I certainly didn't.
I can't imagine.
but he was just determined not to give up, not to give in.
Yeah, absolutely, and just taking it to the Scorpions. Both of them, too. They tried tagging in and out, and Alfred just continued to absolutely punish both of them.
He was not having it at all.
Not at all. It was absolutely a treat to watch. Sure, Briar loved the ringside seats.
Absolutely. There is a joke in there about Briar, but we won't stoop to that level.
No, we are better people. For now.
For now. Alright, just loading this back up real quickly. Bear with me 1 second, folks. This is a prime time to refill your drinks and have a stretch.
Yep, hit the concession stand, get refreshed, and get ready to roll back in with us here. Because I can tell you, you're not going to want to miss any bit of this next match.
Not at all. Not at all. Just bear with me.
When does Briar want to be anywhere, really?
Briar, indeed, looked like he didn't want to be there, except when he was smashing face. Then he looked pretty happy to be there.
He looked incredibly happy to be just absolutely clubbing Merrick Martell over the back of the head.
Well, wouldn't we all be?
It's true. So true.
To answer your question there in chat, Ivanov, this is set roughly around 198 AC, 2 years after the Blackfyre Rebellion.
So.
Okay, so I just gotta skip a few matches here. Just bear with me 1 second. Before I can...
Where the Art Anderson of House Greenmont. Oh, yeah, I can see that thing.
Okay, so you may hear some ding-dings. The start of some matches, some ding-dings. But we're here, we're here.
We're just fussing through a couple things. So.
Yeah, it's technology. What can you do?
It's so lovely.
It's the greatest. We love technology. Please don't break on me again, game.
And that first match of Sana versus Desmera, that was absolutely excellent.
It was a great opener, I think. You know, they were first on the card. You don't really expect much from the first match of the night, but they really delivered.
Absolutely. They definitely got the crowd warmed up and showed what we can do down here in the Dragon Pit. So, very exciting. And I can't wait to see the rest of this card, because it only gets better from here, folks.
Absolutely. My personal highlight for the night, I think, is going to be Blood Witch versus Mara Okart.
Blood Witch versus Mara is going to be a phenomenal one. I'm personally looking forward to that triple threat match with Oliver and Gormy versus Alistair. Because, well, as folks who've been following the show know, there is no love lost between me and Alistair Okart.
Absolutely. Alistair Okart getting a bad reputation for himself already, so young on the scene, but people know who he is. And not for the right reasons.
He wanted to make a name for himself. Well, he sure well did it. Now he's got to pay for it.
Absolutely. And I feel we're going to see his punishment echo on through a lot of his matches.
Depends on if he figures out how to smarten up or toughen up. If he can't do either of those, then he's going to be in some trouble.
He sure will be in trouble if he can't manage to get a hold on that temper of his, on that ambition, of that sense of doing the right thing, getting himself in trouble. He may be in trouble.
Very much agree. Very much.
Okay.
And that's been echoing throughout, because part of Alistair's troubles have spilled over, and that's part of why we're getting the Blood Witch versus Mara tonight.
Absolutely. This is a family affair, as you said earlier.
And with Alistair and Mara together, and Marcia standing on the other side of him, it's there's a lot of trouble brewing.
Absolutely. Okay, we are almost ready here for this match. Miriam Greenmont versus Daenerys Targaryen. Let's roll his entrances. We'll just skip Miriam's because we've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
On to Daenerys, the first Dany, as she is known.
Daenerys Martell. Now, after the upset that Marin suffered tonight, how is Daenerys feeling coming into this match?
Absolutely. Is she thinking she can restore the honor of House Martell tonight?
She's looking pretty confident.
She oozes confidence. You gotta give it to her. She knows who she is. She knows what she wants. She goes for it.
Absolutely. Miria's stalking around the outside of the ring. Can't wait to get this match started.
She's amped up. She's ready. All right, here we go. Miri is showing that aggression already before the match has even started.
And there's our bell. Miria just right out the gate.
Some early punishment to that arm.
Yeah, ooh. Right down to the mat.
She's gonna be feeling that one.
Just a little couple stomps in there for good measure.
Little taps. Just show her who's the queen of the ring.
God, nasty slam there.
Oh, into a grapple. There we go. An elbow there from Daenerys.
First offense from Daenerys in this match. And it looks like she is looking to make up for lost time here on this.
Absolutely. Ooh, nasty punch there from Miria.
Snap and kick the takedown.
Miria is here today to prove something.
Indeed.
Pretty sure she won't be satisfied until Daenerys is taken away by the EMTs today.
Ooh. Well, let's hope we got the stretchers out on ringside here, because I don't think either of them are going to be quitting so soon.
Absolutely.
And Daenerys out on the ropes, out on the apron. And Miria telling her to come right back in.
Daenerys, though, not taking it lying down. She's coming back.
Absolutely.
Ooh, big elbow to the back of the head there.
Yeah.
Miria's going to be seeing stars. Yeah.
That's a massive offense from Daenerys.
Oh.
That's slow motion swinging neck breaker there.
Oof.
Take the time and line it up.
Going in for that early pin, but she has to know it's not going to be that easy.
Doesn't even get a count out of it. Miria's back on her feet. And just a kippa from Daenerys, not even paying attention to the slam from Miria.
Miria was winding up for some strikes there, but Daenerys said no. Big chop.
There's the chops. Woo!
These ladies really bringing the vicious fight today. Sparing nothing. Miria really taking some punishment here. I think she might have underestimated Daenerys.
A little bit. That early going might have lulled her into a false sense of security, and Daenerys is showing her the benefit of experience here.
Absolutely. She's given some punishment to those arms. She knows Miria is known for strikes. And she's going to try and get that stopped.
Oof. Almost a sun spear going quick there.
Going for that pin again. I don't think it's going to be it.
1,
2. Not even to the 2.
Oh. Gotta put a lot more work in there, Danny.
There's one thing about Miria Greenmont. She is persistent. She is going to be the Vulture Queen. Not through having it handed to her. She's working for it. She's fighting for it.
Absolutely. Knee breaker. A little bit of an innovative hold on that one.
Miria's already had some really tough matches so far in her short career. And we've seen that perseverance throughout.
Overcoming a lot of trouble. Going through a lot of pain to get to this point. We'll see what that push gets for her tonight. She is just beside herself already, wondering what she's got to do to keep Daenerys down for that 3 count. Going for an armbar.
Here we go with the armbar.
Trying to get it cinched in, but Daenerys working out of it.
Absolute denial here from Daenerys.
Though she is feeling a little bit, shaking that arm out.
Down goes Daenerys onto the mat.
Ooh.
Big strength from Miria. She's feeling it. She's cheering with the crowd. She's feeding off that energy.
She can
series of clotheslines here. Here we go. Oh!
Whoa! Daenerys just popping up like a whack-a-mole, and Miria just knocking her back down afterwards.
Now it's Miria's turn down on the mat.
Yeah, all it takes is one boot, though, and that'll ruin your night. Oh, no, and that's the Dragon Cutter.
Daenerys going to go for that pin again. I still think it's too early. And just like that, the Vulture Queen, pin, submission, Daenerys Targaryen wins. Who could have? I wouldn't have called that, Matt, would you?
I thought that match was going to be just way longer. I thought that Miria had a lot more fight in her.
Hold on.
Bit of respect, though, from Daenerys.
The end of the day.
Interesting.
At the end of the day, you know, they put the differences aside, left it in the ring.
You know, that's fair. That's what the sport's really all about. Being able to put that aside once you're out of the ring. Leave it all in there.
Absolutely. You really got to hand it to them.
The sportsmanship coming out of that, excellent.
That it is. It's what it's all about, right? It's all about the sportsmanship. It's all about, at the end of the day, these are two athletes competing against and with each other. You know?
Absolutely. And, you know, when somebody beats you fair and square like that, sometimes all you can do is just shake their hand and move on and train harder for the next one.
Absolutely. So. And there will be a next one. I feel it.
I don't doubt that for a split second.
But having said that, all that talk of sportsmanship, all that talk of leaving it inside the ring, I don't feel like we're going to see that with this triple threat right now. There's too much bad blood here.
No, there is a lot of bad blood. Alistair's been outspoken for the past few weeks, shooting his mouth off. And now he's going to have to, well, see if his body can cash the checks his mouth's been writing.
Exactly, so let's get into it.
Coming out first, Gorman Peak.
This man is pure aggression. I don't think I've ever seen him smile once.
Nah, he is a real tight-lipped man. And is not at all shy about employing his Smash Mouth style, both in and out of the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. He is a force to be reckoned with. He definitely is a dominating presence in the ring.
see if he's got what it takes to dominate in this triple threat match, though. Once more, we call this a triple threat. Is it really?
I feel like we're gonna see something nasty happen tonight, Matt. I think we're gonna see Alistair really get what's coming to him.
I think so too, and honestly, like, impartiality aside, I can't wait to see it.
Oh, absolutely. I make no bones about being completely biased here, but I would just love to see Oliver deliver that lip chop to Alistair. He's had it coming a long time.
It's true. Speaking of the young oak himself, here he comes strutting out.
Full of confidence. The crowd are not on his side. They've heard what he's been up to.
They are not happy at all.
Widely publicized, Alistair's missteps is not earning him favors with the crowd.
Absolutely. Maybe he'll see what he can do without the crowd in spite of them. But
absolutely.
you don't have him on your side. That makes it hard.
I know they say the crowd usually reacts pretty well to confidence, but sometimes it just rubs them the wrong way.
It's all about how you carry yourself.
Absolutely. And here comes Oliver Ironwood.
The Black Lance himself. He's been waiting to get his hands on Alistair Oakheart. Now he's got it.
I hope our stagehands have the fire extinguishers at the ready. There's an awful lot of pyro in this entrance, as far as I've been told.
Yeah, there is, but I feel like there's been a lot of practice in how to set that off safely, so there's not so much trouble.
Absolutely.
It looks fantastic.
We'll see if Oliver's going to set the ring on fire tonight.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
Absolutely not. This is a man with a long storied history in the ring. He is a veteran. Years of experience.
A living legend, really. And he is here to add to that legend tonight.
And you can tell the crowd just absolutely love this. They're eating it up.
Oh, yeah. That's what happens when you're in the presence of, well, glory.
Absolutely. Not gonna lie, it gets me a little bit teary-eyed every time.
I definitely understand that. There's that little twinge in my heart.
You just love to see it. He loves to be there. He's got the energy. He's got the passion.
Mm-hmm. It's where he wants to be. It looks like we're getting ready to get this match underway.
And here we go. Alistair coming in strong straight away.
Against Peak, which you did not expect. Neckbreaker coming in from Alistair early on against Oliver.
He's going for that really early pin, but Gorman Peak says no. He's not done.
Alistair not looking to get punished, looking to finish this match quick and get out of Dodge.
Thought Oliver was in trouble there for a moment. He was having difficulty getting up. But the boys have taken it out of the ring.
Yep, gotta look out. Gotta watch out for our Bravosi announce table there. Alistair just dropping Oliver on the mats.
Absolutely. Oliver dropped Alistair. Wasn't letting him get away with that.
That's Oliver's style for you. Just tricky. You can't quite tell until somebody gets up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's Alistair going to do here?
Getting Oliver back in the ring.
And Peak back in the ring.
Deciding the style is not to his liking. Oh, Peak. A little boot to Oliver there. Slightly unexpected.
Now, Alistair quite obviously has a size advantage here, but as we saw in the first match, that can be easily overcome.
Absolutely in the right way, and if there's anybody who can do that, it's Oliver.
He's going for that pin. It's still too early. Still far, far too early.
Yeah, I think it's more perfunctory than anything, because Oliver definitely does not want this match to end too soon.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
But another thing to take into consideration is the tag team match against the Hammer and the Anvil later tonight. So you gotta wonder, how long do you let the match go for the sake of making things happen? And Oliver with a Hurricane Rana on peak.
Oliver is dominating the ring right now. He's really showing these two who's king of the ring.
Ooh.
I will immediately eat my words as Alistair turned that tide.
A very methodical style from Alistair.
Oliver's just going to take this moment here out of the ring just to catch his breath, just to recover here a second.
I mean, triple threat, you can afford to do that sometimes. And Alistair getting ready here. Firing himself up.
Oh, bounces Peak off the ropes there. That has gotta hurt.
Yeah, catching your neck on that rope is just, it'll knock the wind out of you.
Again, they look kind of soft, but they definitely are not.
Nope, steel cables underneath. Oliver back here.
The crowd don't know what to think with this match today.
Yeah, it's just going all over the place here. Oliver getting ready to get a drop through, almost a wrecking ball type drop. And he just slides out.
Alistair playing possum there.
Oof.
This is just a mess. This is a brawl.
Oh yeah, there is no elegance to this. This is all about inflicting pain.
Unfortunately, we had a punch sandwich there, and Oliver was in the middle.
Oof. Not the kind of meat we want to see usually. And Peak dragging to the middle. What's he looking to do to Alistair here?
Bring some punishment to those long legs.
Ooh. Quick German suplex to Oliver. I'm wondering why these two are at each other's throats so much. Usually they're pretty well thick as thieves, but it appears there's some miscommunication happening, and that's leading to some trouble.
Absolutely. There has to be something different, something extra going on here that we don't know about. I wonder what was happening in the locker rooms.
Yeah, we were trying to catch some backstage interviews and we weren't quite able to reach them, and something might have happened and these two aren't on the same page right now, which could bode ill for their match later tonight against the Realm.
Who knows, though? Who knows? When the title's on the line, they might be able to pull it together.
It's entirely possible. Spine buster from Alistair there.
I mean, that's granted that there's anything left of the two of them by the time they get to their match tonight.
Yeah, Alistair putting on a decent showing here, especially with these two being at odds. Might be able to make a meal out of this.
Oliver there going for the kick, but missing. Alistair's going to punish that immediately.
Oh. More of those kicks, those long legs of his. Oh. Peak trying for a dive and just not getting there. Oh no.
The reversal there from Alistair.
Oof.
Peak taking a minute there to showboat.
And that's gonna be...
It's gonna cost him. Alistair's young, he's hungry, he's bloodthirsty. That was almost a 3 count there for Peak.
Very nearly kicks out at the last possible second. Alistair can't believe it. Woof.
Oliver thrown out of the ring there. That's gotta hurt real bad.
Peak making up for lost time here with this. Oliver takes a breather on the outside. Ooh.
He's going back again for that pin.
2,
3, and Gorman Peak.
Peak with the win over Alistair. Just nailing him with the White Grove charge on that one. Just kind of came from out of nowhere when you were watching it. It's kind of surprising.
Absolutely, absolutely. But that teaches you always got to keep an eye on Gorman Peak. You don't know what he's going to do. He's unpredictable.
He'll come from out of nowhere. And that's all it takes is that 1, 2, 3 count.
That's it. And that's Gorman Peak. All right, we're heading on to
stealing the win out on this one.
Absolutely. Okay, and this is our penultimate match of the night. This is Marcia Greenmont, the Blood Witch, versus Mara Oakheart, the Lady Fair.
This is going to be a real personal match. And folks, this might get real ugly real fast.
Absolutely. I've seen what both women are capable of, and I am terrified of both of them.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Now, this is a bit of a turn for Marcia. She's usually quite the non-violent type, but when that Blood Witch personality takes over, woof, woe betide anyone that stands in her way.
It gets real mean real fast.
Speaking of, let's meet them. All right, first up here we have the Blood Witch. Hailing from Fox Hollow in the Reach.
The Witch of Fox Hollow. She comes bearing the Crone's Lantern.
Which we know historically had been used against her in the past, so it's interesting to see her reclaim that symbol and take it for her own.
Just her way of showing that there's nothing that can keep her down.
Absolutely.
She'll take whatever you use and turn it against you.
Absolutely not. She is here. She's here to win.
100%. The crowd is here for it.
You hear the odd cheer break through the stunned silence. Oof.
How gutsy do you gotta be to cheer on the Blood Witch?
And she's really taking her time here. She owns this ring. And she wants everyone to know it.
Wants to be sure that nobody doubts who's in charge of the Dragon Pit tonight.
I'm hearing chants of Blood Witch, Blood Witch, Blood Witch coming from our digital crowd over here in the chat.
Wow.
They love her. And they're not wrong.
We love her and we despair.
She's taking a moment here to whisper her prayers to the old gods, getting herself amped up for this match.
Hoping they'll hear her prayers yet again. So we get ready for Mara Oakheart to come out. The Queen of Love and Beauty.
Absolutely. She's another one of the young blood coming on the scene, and she has already made a big impact. She's known far and wide.
Absolutely. She has been just phenomenal on the mic these past few weeks. And now we're going to see her back up her words with some action here in the ring tonight.
Absolutely. Woe betide anyone that stands across the ring from Mara when she has a microphone in her hands. You will go home and you will cry to yourself.
Exactly. Be on the receiving end of that, and it's like you ever had somebody disassemble you with words? It's not pretty.
It's not nice. But here we are.
And we're on. And locking up in the center of the ring.
Mara coming in with immediate offense. Reversed by Marcia.
Snap rear takedown into a headlock. Oh!
Big nasty knee there. Mara's gonna be feeling that one for a while.
Marcia just wasted no time putting the pain to Mara. Just not too long ago, these two were practically inseparable.
It's amazing how quickly this blood turned bad.
Absolutely. But that's what happens when you end up choosing the wrong side in a fight.
Absolutely, absolutely. And after that betrayal by Mara Oakheart earlier in the season, it's no wonder.
Exactly. Marcia is going to make sure that Mara feels every ounce of pain she can dish out. Ooh.
Mara herself, though, she's not taking... Okay. And we're back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties, fam. We are back. It was the blood magic, the blood witch herself. It's too powerful. Too powerful.
Too strong. Too strong.
Okay, so what you might have missed is the Blood Witch unleashed a nasty 10 strike hit to Mara in the corner there. Although Mara struck back very quickly.
But we are ready to jump back on top of this.
Absolutely. Okay, let us get back into it.
Few kicks coming in from Mara.
Some heavy knees there from Mara.
Yeah. Just nailing Marcia right in the gut. Ooh.
Neither women particularly large or muscular. They're really using their bodies, their momentum in this.
Yeah, definitely throwing all of themselves into this. Oh, and Marcia taking Mara over the top rope.
Elbow to the face there. Oh, and Marcia smashed up against the apron.
And a chop from Mara.
I wonder if they're going to carry on this fight out of the ring, but they need to get back in quickly to stop a DQ.
Exactly, you can't win outside the ring.
Oh,
and into the stairs.
That's brutal. You hate to see it.
Mara showing she is pretty well done with Marcia.
We're at a 6 count. 7. They better think about getting back into that ring soon.
I don't know if that's what matters to them at this point. I don't think it's about the match anymore. 8. We're on 8 now.
Are we going to see a disqualification? Is this match just going to end?
Oh, ho, ho. And Mara just absolutely destroying Marcia on the outside before slipping back into the ring at the last second.
See, that's the kind of underhanded tactic I would expect from Mara's husband, Alistair.
Maybe he's rubbing off on her, and not in a good way.
Perhaps they've been training together. That was not what we'd hoped to see tonight.
That was not what we hoped to see at all. Just absolutely brutal.
That was... I feel like the forums are going to have something to say about that match.
I feel like a lot of people are going to have a lot to say about that matchup. Oof.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you gotta wonder how Marcia the Blood Witch is feeling after that. She surely cannot feel like that was satisfying as a match. She's gonna want blood for that.
she's gonna want to come back in revenge. We have not heard the last
Not
of the
at
Blood Witch
all. All right, but now it's time for our main event. For the realm, the Hammer and the Anvil versus the Blackfyre Bad Boys.
Rested up after their match with Alistair. Short-lived rest though, unfortunately. Maybe they were hoping that that Marcia could buy them some time. Inflicting the punishment
Unfortunately,
on Mara.
that match was over before it even started, really.
Really and truly. And so now we're gonna see if the Blackfyre boys really do have what it takes to push through and overcome the Hammer and the Anvil there.
Absolutely, absolutely. You gotta wonder if backstage security's just amped up their presence a little bit after that match between Marcia and Mara. Gotta keep those two separated for sure.
I don't know. We'll have to cut back after the show and see what happened there.
Yeah, we'll have to get our word backstage. See our contacts back there, see if they can tell us what's going on.
Absolutely, because I can guarantee it's probably an absolute war zone at this point.
Mm-hmm. All right, Matt, are you ready?
I'm ready as I'm ever going to be, Susie. Let's go for it.
Let's go. So first up, we'll be having the Hammer and Anvil taking to the ring, making their entrance today. I've heard it's something quite spectacular, not that you would expect from the two of them.
Huh. Well, let's take a look and see. Huh. Yeah, they definitely look less intense than I would have expected coming in here.
Well, this is their home, right? This is their kingdom. This is their ring. They're on home territory.
Suppose so, and so at that point you can afford to be a little lighter about things.
A little lighter tone. You'd have expected, with this being a championship match, that they would bring a more serious energy to them today, but they're clearly very confident, very relaxed today. Nothing phases them.
Absolutely. Just completely unflappable, these two.
Okay, here comes the Blackfyre Bad Boys.
After the fight they had earlier tonight against Alistair, let's see if these two can get back on the same page to face down the Hammer and the Anvil.
They seem quite well rested, considering they haven't had much of a break between matches. They're looking good.
Yeah, they're looking fairly decently rested, not too beat up. Maybe they have a chance after all.
Maybe Alistair was just a warm-up for them.
That is entirely possible. There was certainly a lot of pain inflicted on the young oak there, and maybe that just got their appetites whetted to take on the Hammer and the Anvil.
Maybe. Well, let's see. Let's see who's up first.
We'll find out as we get back to ringside for the Realm.
For the Realm, and that's the belt there. That's what's on the line tonight.
That is what it is all about, folks, that championship gold.
Maekar and Baylor have held that belt for years at this point. They truly regard it as theirs.
Well, let's see if the Blackfyre boys can disabuse them of that notion.
Absolutely.
Starting off with Maekar and Peak.
And we've seen the two heavy hitters come in here first. Both Maekar and Peak are the strongest of the duo.
With Maekar going in for that leg sweep to take down Peak early.
Neither one falling, though. Both keeping their feet. Maekar finally bringing Peak down.
Going down to that side headlock.
Let's see what Peak does. With a headlock of his own. Where's he bringing him?
Dragging him back into the corner. Or not.
Oh! That is unfortunate there for Gorman Peak.
Oh! And the standing The standing moonsault
Oh,
from Maekar.
I felt that one.
Just showing off.
Again, a man of his size, you wouldn't expect such athleticism, but Maekar still got it.
Absolutely. Just coming from out of nowhere. Fantastic moves. Ooh.
And here's where that
drop.
confidence really pays off. They were so relaxed coming into the ring, and you know why now. You see it.
It's practice. It's years of knowing your moveset, knowing your partner. And here it is, Baelor Breakspear. The hammer of the duo.
Absolutely.
Abdominal stretch on Peak. Peak has got to find Oliver Ironwood soon. Otherwise, he is going to be in some serious trouble.
Absolutely, but I feel for Peak here, there's a lot of pride on the line. As we know from one of the earlier seasons, that his match against the Hammer and Anvil cost him almost everything.
It did. He lost a lot of prize money, a lot of territory in the realm, and boy howdy, he wants to get that back at any cost.
Oliver tagging himself in there.
Baelor finding himself in enemy territory here. As he sends Peek in, and Oliver with that blind tag. Maybe that wasn't such a bright idea. Baelor with that confident stride over and tag to Maekar.
Now, Oliver has faced the Anvil before, years and years ago. It cost him relationships. It cost him partnerships. It's not hyperbole to say that the Hammer and Anvil have literally ended careers.
Absolutely. Maybe they're looking to end the Black Lance tonight. Finish off what the young Oak couldn't.
Absolutely. I feel like for the Hammer and Anvil, it's their mission here today to just put down any sort of rebellion, any sort of resistance. It's their stable, it's their ring, it's their house.
And they're going to clean it, but the Black Lance showing them that they don't have the monopoly on the ring tonight, if only.
Well, you're always going to have challengers, and I can't think of any more worthy than these two.
I mean, currently active on the roster today? Absolutely. Back in the day, I can think of a couple. However, since they're not here,
it's a really interesting one too. As you can see, like the roster is split with support for whose side. It's literally a rebellion here in the roster.
Absolutely, it's a split down the middle between the usual Targaryen holdouts and the Blackfyre insurrectionists. And it's just been an absolute... It's been a journey trying to figure out who's on whose side. And it's been tearing groups and stables apart now for well over a year.
Absolutely. And it's not just limited to the older generations as you'd expect with such a conflict, right? As such a beef.
Oh, 2 count there from Maekar.
The younger up-and-coming wrestlers are finding their place in this too. Getting embroiled in this.
They're coming in and having to figure out what side they're on. And Oliver setting up with the Black Lance coming in.
Black Lance! Maekar is gonna feel that.
Going in for the cover. Where's Baelor in this? He got knocked off the apron, and Maekar with an authoritative kick out.
That was looking bad there for Maekar. Baelor was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, where was his brother on that one?
Though I have a feeling it'd be much like the tourney at the Redgrass, where Maekar was on his own for quite some time. Baelor came in at that last moment and gave him that support, which turned the tide of the match.
Yeah, you could have seen that, but we also saw that Baelor managed to get back on the apron and was taking his sweet time. Didn't even try and get in the ring.
He was confident in his brother. I'm pretty sure Baelor knew Maekar had it in hand. He wasn't afraid.
It was possible. think they
Oh,
do
I'm
have
hearing
that.
there's a rumor update from a backstage. Alistair O'Connor intentionally tried to split Gorman Peak and Oliver Ironwood as he wants to make a bid for the belt himself.
Amazing. Thought that might work. That is... We'll have to get more follow-up on that. I can't believe that O'Connor would think that might work, but who knows?
It's the power of young hubris for you.
Absolutely. Oliver just taking it to Maekar here, showing both the hammer and the anvil what he is made of here, and Baelor moving in.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oliver really feeling that. Going for the tap. In comes Gorman Peak. Giving Baelor a taste of his own medicine.
Oh, and just that stomp to the neck. Ooh.
Interestingly, Maekar and Oliver nowhere to be seen on the apron.
Yep, that they were both in the ring for quite some time. Took a lot out of each other. They're probably trying to recuperate, get some rest. Unfortunately, that leaves Baelor and Gorman having to stand on their own. Locking up now. And that's a spine buster from Baelor.
He's feeling that power. You can see it course through him.
Absolutely.
He's really, really
Audience
feeling it.
Heats up with him. Going for the pin.
2. Gorman Peak's not pinned that easily.
And both Maekar and Oliver back on the apron now, ready for tags. Now it's Peak's turn to find himself in enemy territory as Baelor sets him up.
Oh boy, something big is coming. I don't feel good for Peak right now. He's in trouble.
Peak's going to learn that a dragon really does love to fly with a superplex.
Ooh. He's going to feel that one through the generations.
Ooh.
Gorman's young son, Ellery, who I hear is eager to following his father's footsteps, will be feeling that one.
Well, I hope he isn't watching now because his father is taking a beating.
Is Oliver going for the Black Lance again?
Absolutely looks like it, and just lands it beautifully.
Oliver has that spirit. He will not be defeated easily.
2 count. Maekar once more not even stepping in. Confidence of these brothers.
They know what each other are capable of. They know what each other can take. They've been together for years and years at this point.
Ooh, that running bulldog from Baelor there. And a Russian leg sweep.
Oliver looks like he's in a bit of trouble here. He's not going up.
He's in trouble, and he is in the ring with the anvil.
Oh, big knee to the face.
Ripcord knee from Maekar.
2. Oliver is not pinned easily.
Just barely.
Oh!
Step up in Ziguri.
This is nasty. This is the brothers here showing their dominance in the ring.
Going to work, doing what they do best. And it looks like Oliver Ironwood is in some serious trouble.
This is what happens when you challenge the crown, but Oliver with the kip up. Seems like all he needed was that little breather.
Maybe. Just maybe.
He's waiting. Oh!
Just a stomp to the chest of Baelor.
Where is Oliver taking him? Turnbuckle. Oh, it's a tag in.
finally getting that tag over to Gorman Peak. A little bit of double team action there.
This time, Maycast stepped in the ring there to break it up.
Oh, a little bit of worry there. A little bit of worry.
The confidence is shaking of these brothers, I think.
Really, the Blackfyre boys are really bringing it to him today. Do they have enough in the tank?
They've definitely got the spirit, they've got the drive, but I don't know if their bodies can hack it.
And they're certainly doing their best to get paid to that.
Absolutely. Gorman here with some just nasty, brutal strikes.
Right. Belly suplex there.
This is what happens when you take 2 castles from a man. He doesn't forget it.
He will snap.
Baylor could be in some trouble here.
And the White Grove charge from Peak.
2.
2.
3.
3! And that's it! The Blackfyre bad boys just took the... Maekar didn't even step in, didn't even try to save the match for
What
Baylor.
an upset! The realm is surely going to feel the consequences of this.
This is a huge upset. The crowd is absolutely going wild right now.
When this match started, none of us could have predicted this was going to happen.
We didn't expect that. 2 Black Lances, a White Grove charge, and just... Baylor Break Spear just ate the pin from Gorman Peak.
Hot damn. Those Blackfyre bad boys really brought the pain today.
They had it in them. Not only did they take out Alistair Oakheart, but they also fought the hammer and the anvil to the bitter end. And in doing so have secured the realm for the Blackfyres.
What does this future even look like, Matt?
I cannot begin to say, Susie, other than we are going to be living in some interesting times going forward. And we're going to have to see what implications this has next week on After the Fyre.
Absolutely, absolutely. Whew, well, damn, friends, that was fantastic. But that's it. That's our show for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. That was fantastic.
That was amazing.
I'm still stunned that the Blackfyre bad boys won. I never expected them to win. Sorry, Don.
I didn't either.
Right? Because I built these guys. I know who Maekar and Baylor are, and they're scary dudes. But hey, it just shows you're hungry enough.
I mean, I also know who Gorman Peak is, and that also, let's just say that moveset is a little bit overpowered.
Little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, hot damn. So thank you all so much for joining us. Please do let us know if you want to do this again, because I had an absolute ton of fun, and there are so many more matchups we could have coming forward. There are other teams that have been made, such as Pride and Prejudice, which is Mara and Alistair Oakheart, versus the Blood Royals, which is Miria and Oliver, which is a match I would be very excited to see.
Oh, that would be super fun.
There's a couple of tons of, we've got some good stuff lined up. Not to mention, when Season 4 of After the Fyre returns next week, we may meet some new friends to put in the game, some new wrestlers, some new contenders. So
there's plenty of contenders yet to be had throughout this whole thing.
So please do let us know on Discord, on Twitter, or YouTube, or wherever you are. Let us know if you enjoyed this and if you want to see it again. But as I did mention, After the Fyre returns next week at 8 p.m. BST, which is 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on Follow Black Cats. It's got me in it. It's got Sam in it. It's got Charlie. It's got Don. It's got Tom. It's got Jason. It's got Virginia. It's got all of us back. We're all in it for Season 4. There's been a 5-year time skip, and oh boy, are the fruits already incredibly juicy.
Just the little bits and pieces I've heard already are driving me wild, and I hear a certain Targaryen ready to rev rev the engines back up again too. So
I am very, very excited to see what one Terrace Targaryen has to say about our next season. But until then, my friends, take care, and we will see you next week.
take care, folks. Good night.